Suubi Kiyimba came to prominence quite by accident. What happened was that in 2019, Emmanuel Aupol, who was a second-year student of Information Systems Technology at Makerere University, shared a picture of Suubi on social media. Suubi was carrying a metallic suitcase and a huge plastic bag commonly known as Osofie as he made his way to the university hall to begin his bachelor's degree studies. Little did Aupol know that he had just launched the student's firm.
I've always felt good for the person who posted it. I think God was using him for my journey to improve.
Suubi did his internship at Uganda Baati Limited before completing his studies at Makerere. During internship, the company spotted the skills he could bring on board and offered him permanent employment effective 2nd January 2024.
We realized that he has potential to work with us. We are happy to give him a permanent position at Uganda Baati, particularly in the Building Solutions department.
I applied, I went through the recruitment process, I was interviewed, and then I think I performed well in the interviews because I also had an advantage of being in the company before.
According to Ian Rumanyika, the head of external affairs at Uganda Baati Limited, Suubi's appointment was purely on merit.
He's an exceptional engineer, and some of other products that he's working on is it's called Ultraspan, which is a replacement of timber, and he's passionate about sustainable projects.
The work is okay, but it's challenging enough to ensure that you don't stagnate, you continuously grow as you work. So it challenges you to develop yourself, and you know, field is always different from the university, so they have to challenge you, learn how to apply what you know, and then develop other skills outside what you know.
Suubi is 25 years old and the third born in a family of 8. When NTV first aired his story in 2019, it touched many, and several Good Samaritans provided him with study materials. Suubi says that he was overwhelmed by the generosity he received to the point that some was in excess of what he required.
That was the first time I joined social media. I got my first smartphone, my first laptop, so it was a lot. And then most of the things I gave them out. So they were basically friends, because I got more than one smartphone. I had to share with my friends who never had. Then I got more than one laptop and also had to give one away.
NTV asked Suubi why he chose to donate the excess items, whereas someone else would consider selling them instead.
You have to extend the blessing.
Suubi says although he went viral and received a lot of attention at the university, he did not allow this to distract him.
When you succeed in a circumstance that I was in, it is not an achievement. You still have a lot to do, because if you relax somehow, you slide back to where you came from. So I had to focus.
Suubi says he also got support in terms of mentorship, which enabled him to switch from one course in education to one in mechanical engineering.
I thought that, why don't we just give him his dream immediately, instead of him going through what he actually doesn't like, or to give him the complete sponsorship, including allowance, including accommodation. It was a complete sponsorship.
When that idea came in to create a lasting impact in my life, that's when I changed my course from what I was initially going to do. Then I joined engineering.
Suubi shares the lessons from his experience with FEM.
It's all about us to stay focused and know that when you go into a down, there's also an up. So when you go up, you also remember that some things might go bad and you have to prepare for that time.
He will graduate with a first-class degree on 2nd February this year. Suubi shared little about his personal life with regard to identifying a spouse.
When that time comes, when you realize that you have the resources to sustain yourself and someone's daughter, you go for it.
His immediate plans are to uplift his family by catering for his siblings' education, while his long-term ambition is to start his own company to provide employment.
This roof comes and touches this column.